The Dry Garden at RHS Hyde Hall is the rock star that takes centre stage, puts on a fabulously orchestrated, colourful show and doesn't have artificial water on its rider. Despite the fact that the average rainfall in this part of Essex is said to be lower than for Jerusalem and Beirut, this garden has not been artificially watered for 22 years. It also sits on Clover Hill, where, as well as having no shelter from the sun, is prone to harsh, drying winds coming blasting through. Despite this, Mediterranean, Australian, African and South American shrubs and flowers give a sense of lushness and abundance, and any breeze animates the grasses beautifully, giving an immediate sense of liveliness to a place full of stone and solid immovable rocks. The Dry Garden was conceived and its creation overseen by garden and landscape designer Matthew Wilson. 260 tonnes of glacial boulders were brought in from Aberdeen in Scotland, as well as 800 tonnes of builders' rubble, used to create a landscape of undulating mounds. Smooth rocks reflect the sun's rays, and stones act as an inorganic mulch, helping retain moisture and keeping plants' roots cooler while they bask in sunshine above ground. The boulders are also things of beauty, contrasting with the lushness of foliage. As the natural ground at Hyde Hall is clay, a deep layer of sandy grit was dug in to stabilise the soil and prevent the extremes of baked and cracking concrete in summer and a root-suffocating quagmire in winter. With the UK currently experiencing a significant lack of rainfall, and the highest temperatures ever detected here recently breaking records, could this type of drought-tolerant, no-water landscape be the future of gardening for the UK? If you wish to create a dry garden but do not live on a well-drained site, then preparation of the soil will be key. After all, parts of the country experienced flash flooding last summer, so the planting medium will need to cope with extremes. Matthew Wilson has pointed out that grit will need to be incorporated not just into the planting holes of your chosen specimens, but the entire area will need improved drainage. Otherwise, as soon as it rains, water will rush into the hole that you have prepared, leaving you with a sump. If possible, maximise sunlight exposure. For example, at Sissinghurst Castle Garden, raised beds for the Mediterranean planting are not horizontal but gently tilted towards the sun, creating the most hospitable environment for sun-loving plants. At the beginning, your newly introduced plants will also need attentive watering just until they get established. Please see the links below to the RHS Dry Garden for ideas of plants thriving in this landscape. If you're not in a position to recondition soil to suit drought-tolerant plants, it is also worth investigating plants that survive seasonal extremes of low and heavy rainfall. Again, please see the RHS link below.